You're not going to believe what was captured in Walmart the other day. Let's go. Mm, mm, mm. Listen to the cheers. Listen to everyone there. People joined along just to come and praise in the middle of Walmart. Folks, God is good. And I want to thank this guy right here for filming this because you know what? To share a message like this, it's amazing. We all need to have a little good in our hearts. Let me tell you something. As the holiday seasons approach us, it's always something that's going to stress each and every one of us out. You know, I was watching National Lampoon's Holiday, I believe what it's called, with Chevy Chase in there, and to see him wishing for that Christmas bonus. And I mean, there's always a storyline for some of these movies that every person in the world can relate to. Like all he wanted to do was get that bonus for from his boss, and because he lived, he was living in such a stressful world, and there's people all over the world right now that's going nuts about Christmas and trying to get an extra money here and there just to pay for Christmas, and it's stressful. It's bad. It's this year was pretty hard on the economy, and Black Friday started like 2 weeks early, and people are like, okay, what I'll do now because Christmas is coming up, and hopefully they bought what they needed for the holiday seasons. But let me tell you right now, I did a video and I kind of did it as a joke about ways to you know buy presents for her or your spouse on the broke budget. But let me tell you something. You will not believe how many people go in debt for Christmas each and every year for that one day. And all they really need to do is break out the Bible and give a lesson. I'm sure the kids won't appreciate that, but you're giving them something strong. And as they get older, they would say, you know what my daddy used to do every Christmas morning? We learned about Jesus. I remember my cousin when we were younger would tell me that his mother would say, because she worked at one of those corporations. I think it was a train corporation, Whirlpool or something. And she would tell him, well, Christmas coming late this year, baby. He's like, all right, mother. And I thought, at least she was honest about it. She didn't stress herself out, and she was honest about it. She was a single parent. She was doing the best she could. And this guy to this day grew up to be a strong gentleman because of the fact that, some people don't grow up with a lot of money. And, money is just a tool. And some people are obsessed with money. And money can ruin most people if they don't use it the way they need to use it. And this time of the year, it's going to be a lot of stressed out folks. And especially, just think about this. Let's put away the side of the money issue. And some of you don't realize what's going on around the country. There's a lot of people, victims. And I mean, I call them victims because they don't have a home right now with the floods and the hurricanes that just came about 2 months ago. Just wiped out a whole almost community, a village of people.
This is an unprecedented storm, and it's causing us to have an unprecedented response.
This is the city of Asheville in the western mountains of North Carolina, 2,000 feet above sea level and hundreds of miles away from the nearest coastline. But such was the force of Hurricane Helene that nowhere in its path was safe.
We are surging search and rescue teams to help rescue people who are still stranded but can't communicate because cell phone service is down.
As many as 600 people are still on the missing list as search teams fan out across the state, navigating the worst flooding to hit the region in a century, with thousands of downed trees, power and mobile outages, and hundreds of closed roads.
It's indescribable. I don't know, it just was covered in litter and trees and mud, and it's stinky, and it was all the way up the street up here. It just looked like the bottom of a river.
And this is the surface of Lake Lure, an hour below the mountains of Asheville, now an apocalyptic stew of rubble and debris after Helene ripped through the state, unleashing torrential downpours and catastrophic mudslides, killing 47 in North Carolina alone so far, and more than 115 in total since last Thursday. That's when Helene first made landfall on Florida's Gulf Coast as the most powerful hurricane, a Category 4, ever to hit the so-called Big Bend region, before tearing northeast through Georgia, the Carolinas and Tennessee.
What are they going to do? You think they're really worried about Christmas? What do they do for Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? Like, they are cold. It's cold outside. I was just thinking, I got a buddy on top of the hill who's deer hunting right now in the dark. And I was thinking to myself, there is no way you're going to put me in a tree right now with how cold it is. You know, I put up all this plastic and heater and for my chickens out there. And come to think of it, you know, there's people out in the world that are suffering in worse conditions than it is right now. They're not worried about Christmas. So this holiday season, let's just be happy. Let's just come together like you just saw there. Let's just be a whole different type of person this year and let next year be something much better. Like, you know, you can celebrate prizes and gifts after Christmas. You know what I mean? Don't stress yourself out. It ain't worth it, folks. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not worth it. A lot of divorces gonna go around, a lot of breakups are gonna happen, a lot of people are still disgruntled about the politics season we just had. I mean, to see them sing gave me chills. Just think about that. People uniting, coming together. They're united and coming together, singing in the middle of Walmart. That's amazing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a like. Give me your thoughts about Christmas. You know, I know a lot of us have our different religions we believe in, and that's totally fine. You know, as long as you believe in something that's good, that brings people together, I'm not hating on you at all. Bless you all. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel for more positive, enlightful content. I got this bah humbug up here for a reason. I wear this every year, and each time I wear it, I feel that much better about everything. Like, I almost didn't wear it this year because I'm like, you don't have anything that be bah humbug about. Oh man, this is great. But you know what I mean? You see, as you get older, you're learning. You know I speak all this positive stuff, but at the same time, I have struggles. I'm just like you. If I cut myself out there dealing with my chickens, I'm going to bleed just like you. We all bleed the same color, my friends. Have a great day, guys. We're going to see the crew. We're going to see the crew. Let's go, my chicken yos. We're going to see the crew. We're going to see the crew. We're going to see the crew. Let's go, my chicken yos. Let's go and see the crew. The crew. The crew. And stop. Stop. Stay. Stay. Down. Down. Stay. You better not. You better stay. Do not get up there anymore. You stay. You sit. You stay like a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.